Picture this. You wake up at 2:13 in the morning because something smells wrong. Not forgot the toast wrong. No, more like your hallway has begun manufacturing clouds. Bad ones. There is smoke under the bedroom door, and a dull orange glow flickers from the other side. Your first instinct is simple. Stand up, walk over, see what is happening. A curious choice. Understandable, of course. Also, exactly the sort of decision smoke would like to thank you for, personally. Because in a house fire, the flames are dramatic. Smoke is efficient. And your lungs, being traditionalists, still prefer air. I should introduce myself. I am Mori. You may notice my voice is inside your head. This is usually not a sign your evening is improving. I am currently on the floor because, unlike you, I have chosen not to place my face directly into the ceiling's new poison collection. You are welcome to join me. In many fatal fires, smoke inhalation is one of the biggest dangers. Smoke moves quickly through buildings, far beyond the flames themselves. It fills hallways, stairwells, and bedrooms. Visibility disappears. Eyes and airways become irritated. Toxic gases travel with it. And breathing becomes a lot less useful when your body can no longer get the oxygen it needs. And, perhaps most insultingly, it can make you confused at the exact moment you need to make excellent decisions. Humans are already doing their best with limited equipment, so this feels unfair. Smoke is a bit like an overly affectionate aunt at a family gathering. It wraps around you, pinches your cheeks, blocks your escape, and refuses to let go after you have clearly stopped enjoying the experience. Except, instead of embarrassing you in front of your cousins, it slowly makes breathing harder. Which is rude, but also very effective. Because smoke is not just dirty air. Smoke is a moving chemistry problem with terrible customer service. What is inside it depends on what is burning, how hot the fire is, how much oxygen is available, and how well the space is ventilated. So, yes, the room has become a group project, and somehow everyone involved is flammable. Smoke can carry tiny particles, soot, heated gases, airway irritants, carbon monoxide, oxygen-poor air, and sometimes other toxic products, depending on the materials involved. It is not one villain, it is a committee. And committees are where hope goes to cough. Your lungs asked for air. The room has responded with a fascinating assortment of things that are not air. This is the respiratory equivalent of ordering water and receiving hot printer toner. You cough. That is your body's first formal complaint. Breathing starts to feel less automatic, which is unfortunate because automatic breathing was one of your better features. Inside your airway, the lining is sensitive. It is designed for air. Your lungs have opened a support ticket. It has been marked urgent. If the smoke is hot enough, heat can injure the upper airway. If irritants and toxic gases reach deeper, they can interfere with your lungs' ability to do their extremely important job, moving oxygen into your blood and carbon dioxide out. This is where the danger stops being, there is a fire somewhere. Now, the danger is increasing with every breath you take. You move toward the bedroom door. An interesting decision. Touching mystery doors in a fire is a bold little hobby. You put the back of your hand near it. The door feels warm. That is not good. Behind it, the hallway may be hotter, smokier, and more dangerous than the room you are already in. Opening the door could pull smoke into your bedroom, expose you to worse heat, or give the fire more air to play with. And fire, much like human confidence, behaves poorly when fed. So you step back. Good. Character development. Slightly late, but we accept crumbs. I can already hear someone asking, Mori, if the door is dangerous, where exactly am I supposed to go? Excellent. A thought has formed under emergency conditions. Honestly, I was starting to think your evacuation plan was just vibes and optimism. But look at this. Critical thinking. Showing up uninvited and somehow improving the party. You are in a bedroom. The hallway is the normal exit, but right now, the hallway is behaving like a chimney with rent. That means your best route may be an alternate exit, a window, a fire escape, a balcony route, or another pre-planned way out, depending on the building. This is why people are told to plan escapes before the emergency, because improvising while half awake in smoke is not survival strategy. It is jazz, but worse. Now the smoke is thickening. The higher part of the room looks darker. The ceiling has become a storage shelf for poison. You are standing upright in the smoke layer, like a proud tower of poor decisions. Vertical was an ambitious choice, so you crouch. The air still smells awful, your eyes still burn. But lower down, visibility may improve. Breathing may be less punishing. You have not solved the problem. You have merely stopped helping it, which, for humans, is sometimes a historic achievement. And now, we need to talk about how smoke actually kills. Because smoke inhalation sounds almost polite. It sounds like something written on a hospital chart by someone with very neat handwriting. But what it can mean is this: your blood carries less oxygen. Your cells struggle to use the oxygen that does arrive. Your brain loses clarity. Your muscles weaken. Then you may become too confused, too weak, or too unconscious to escape, which is usually the point where your survival chances begin falling, like an elevator with a severed cable. Then comes the quieter problem, the invisible one, the one that does not sting your eyes, or smell dramatic, or announce itself like a villain entering a children's cartoon. And here we meet carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is especially dangerous because it is colorless and odorless. It simply enters your bloodstream and starts making your blood worse at its job. Normally, your red blood cells carry oxygen using hemoglobin. Oxygen hops on, gets carried through the bloodstream, and your organs continue their little unpaid internships in keeping you alive. Carbon monoxide interferes with that system. It binds to hemoglobin much more strongly than oxygen does, which means less oxygen gets delivered where it needs to go. Your body may still be breathing. Your heart may still be pumping. The delivery trucks are still driving around. They are just carrying the wrong package. At first, carbon monoxide poisoning can look annoyingly ordinary. Headache, dizziness, weakness, nausea, confusion, chest pain, sleepiness. Very dramatic symptoms would be convenient. And carbon monoxide may not be the only chemical thief in the room. Depending on what burns, especially certain plastics, foams, fabrics, and synthetic materials, smoke may also contain cyanide compounds. Cyanide can interfere with your cell's ability to use oxygen. This is a deeply unpleasant teamwork exercise. Either way, your brain notices, and not politely.
I don't feel very good.
This matters because escaping a fire requires decisions, good ones, fast ones, the kind you ideally make before your oxygen delivery system starts receiving negative performance reviews. Unfortunately, your brain is the organ currently being asked to solve the problem, while also becoming part of the problem. And the longer you breathe smoke, the less useful your thinking becomes. So now, we return to the floor. One hand down, body low, smoke above you. The air is worse up there. Congratulations, you have discovered why the thumbnail said, "Don't stand." Low does not mean safe. It means less terrible. And less terrible is exactly where survival prefers to begin. Maybe this room has a fire escape outside the window. Maybe it opens to a balcony. Maybe it is a second-floor window where you need emergency help and need to make yourself visible while keeping smoke out as best you can. The exact answer depends on the building. Normal exits can become dangerous, so the lesson is simple. Have more than one way out if your home allows it. Know your exits before you need them. Think about how everyone gets out, including pets. Keep doors closed when it helps slow smoke. Get low if you must move through smoke. Use the safest available exit. And if your usual route is blocked, have another one ready. Get out as quickly as you safely can. And once you are out, stay out. Call emergency services. Firefighters train for this. You have pajamas. Please do not turn yourself into a cautionary tale. I have to narrate later. If you enjoyed learning why standing up can become a medical mistake, subscribe. There are many more bad decisions to examine, and apparently, humans intend to keep making them. Convenient for the channel, concerning for the species. I am Mori, and I'll see you the next time curiosity needs supervision.